at Coop, and today we're going to talk about making soil blocks. So right here in this tub we have our growing medium, and we use these soil block molds to make the soil block. You want the medium to be a texture so that when you pick it up you can squeeze it. If it's too wet, when you try to make the blocks, they won't work out. So I'm gonna try to make one right now to see if it'll come out. So a lot of the times when it's too wet, it won't work out, and then you'll have that right there. So the soil's a little too wet, so I'm gonna add a little bit of dry dirt. And this is a stirring hoe, and I just want to mix it in. Okay, this looks much better. I'm gonna grab my dice, and you want to push hard on it, and then kind of wiggle it around until you can touch the bottom of the toe. And then we're gonna put them into a tray. We have 3 different sizes of soil block makers. We have the 50s, which is the bigger one. We have the 78s, and then we have the 20s. These are the 50s. We use these for corn and beans, and sometimes to transplant. These work really good if you want to start growing things for a pot. These ones are the 20s, and we use these for smaller things like tomatoes, pepper, eggplant, and chard. And then this is our standard one. We use this for bigger seeds, anything from chard to beets, bigger seeds. When you make soil blocks for a whole tray, like this, we use the single one to fill in the edges. So this one's a little, it's the same motion, but it's smaller. And you want to do the same thing that you would do with the bigger one. So just get the dirt in there, compacted. And then you can release it on the edges. And then you would do it along the tray. And this is the standard one, the 78. And this is how you would get 78 soil blocks into a tray. So this is an example of why it's better to use soil blocks. These lettuce was grown in plastic cells, and these lettuce was grown in soil blocks. You can tell that the lettuce that was grown in soil blocks, the roots look better, and it's way sturdier than the ones in the cell. I'm gonna show you guys the ones in the cell. They're really hard to get out of the container. And a lot of the times their roots are root bounded, and they're really unstable too. These guys might take up to 2 weeks for them to get used to when you transplant them in the soil. With these guys, because they're much better, their roots are much better, it'll maybe take them a little bit less time, maybe a week or so. So that's a really good reason why we use soil blocks. We put the seeds in the soil blocks about a month ago, and now they're ready to be transplanted into their hoop houses.